Hey DOT community, this is Alon coming at you with a Friday night Alliance for Stormy Shores Arvan Solgar event live stream. But there's something major going on, DOT community. If you've already haven't seen the flurry of videos and live streams that have already started to occur today because of another blog post drop today about the new prestige aspect coming in the new 1.38 update. So some players have the update already, some players do not. I do not on my main account here or on my test account. Checked them both. I don't typically get them right away, so a lot of times I do get them a little bit a little bit after everybody else. But we will see if maybe it'll pop up on tomorrow, maybe, or if it'll be Monday. We'll see what happens. But definitely going to be going over that blog post from today. Extinction, what's going on? Yellow Umbrella Homebrew, how we doing? BMT, what's going on? Alex, what's going on? And I also got Boganor in the Discord. Wow, that's crazy.
Thanks a lot. How's it going?
Pretty good, Bo. Pretty good. Now, I did order a new external mic for my my device, and it shall be here sometime next week. So, because I'm not relying on things that say that they're going to be here in a day or two, because I just don't. Not right now. Still not yet. So, when it comes down to receiving this, hopefully it'll be around for next week's Friday night live stream. But yes, it is an external microphone that will attach to my device, allowing me to get rid of this popping and crackling noise that's going on. It is something to deal with my my device microphone, unfortunately. So it can be heard on other things too as well, not just recordings. So it is the microphone. So Jean-Pierre, how we doing? Good to see you. Lucas Smith, how we doing? Thank you for joining. Fantic Punter, hey, how we doing? Thank you for joining. Austin Bird, Arash, tag her. Thank you for all joining. I know this. I'm coming right after a Godan live stream, and his stream just cut off like just a few minutes before I was gonna hit live. So I was just like, wait, what just happened? So Super Paul, thank you for joining. But Godan was pretty much wrapping up anyway, so it's okay. Godan had a very good stream though. Of course, with talking about all sorts of things that are going on in his world of Events R Us, and also with this new prestige that's coming and what he has in mind, because he's thinking of not having such a transient alliance anymore. And I believe other event teams may also switch up their overall view on how they're going to play the game going forward. So we're going to see probably a lot more teams more focused on warring again. We'll see how it goes. But there is definitely some players that have come back to the game that are longtime fans of war. It looks like it might get like that again. How we doing, Soldier, Rencho, Captain Howdy, Benjamin Palmer? Good to see you all. So yes, we're gonna discuss this prestige. Also, I'm gonna be grinding in the background. I am not. I do have the event relics that I got from the most recent raid boss, so that's good. I'm gonna use those, saving all my tokens, and I have a crap ton of portal stones from not just the raid boss, but from last weekend's event and from this current event. So I pretty much can just grind as much as I want for as long as I want for pretty much free. It's kind of nuts. So, and I'm not really interested in, we can go over some of the rewards as well. But Arvan and Solgar, I have one of each, not obviously with these skills. So we'll see exactly what happens when it comes down to placement and rank rewards. It's still kind of up in the air exactly where we're going to fall. So we'll see what happens. I'm in an NTG hammer right now. So Benjamin Palmer, you're embarrassed. What's going on? Walid, thank you for joining. Yeah, I was watching his last battle, but it cut off, right? Yeah, I don't know what happened. But it sometimes that's live streams cut out. Mine do on occasion, you know. So
it was server error, he said.
That was server error. I see. Thank you for joining, Feranic and Vintage. Ooh.
Yep. I'm only halfway through the video.
Yeah, I'm not even. I didn't
I've
even.
already-
Okay, listen. I watched Ron Gamer's video earlier today, which was nice. Ron Gamer's stepping up his game with a little like PowerPoint presentation. A vintage would be proud, that kind of stuff. And
I wonder if the chart he put up was accurate, as in it's 1 to unlock it, 2 for the next level, 3, 4, 5, all the way up to 9. Boy, that's a lot of Titans.
right.
But they don't say
one
that.
Titan per level. That's still a lot of Titans.
Yeah, no, I don't. He said that that was just his guess. Just
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
The question will be, so doesn't
it wouldn't matter to me. It wouldn't.
the level?
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if it just increased by 1 Titan for every prestige. You had to do.
Yeah.
But why not a level Titan? Maybe you have to have a level.
Well,
10
it says a
Titan,
level 1.
20 Titan.
A level 1 is just as good as a level 60.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you put a level 60 Titan into another level 60 Titan, it'll give you no more than if you put a 1-star level 4-star Titan in it.
Yep.
I think I've decided that prestige equals pass.
Dude, you're gonna pass for Anik? Oh my gosh. Of all things.
Prestige is probably going to equal a lot of big bucks is what it's going to equal.
Well, it's also
Well,
going to
we haven't even
equal.
seen it
It's
yet,
going to
so.
equal Jim not throwing level 60s into level 60s. It's going to be Jim
Yeah, right?
acting like
It's gonna be Jim
Zalon.
not
Listen,
chasing the meta and stuff now. It's going to be Jim saving 4-stars.
yeah, Jim being more like Zalon and being like, oh look, I'm going to roll through my my Titan inventory and oh look at all these duplicate 4-stars. Be like, what's happening, Jim? It looks more like my inventory.
I'm too pretty to be looking like Zalon.
But yeah, it's
Yeah, I mean, if Ron's thing is accurate, I mean, the total number of 4-star Titans is 9 factorial, which means it's 45 4-star Titans. 45. Whoa, that's a lot.
You say that like you're surprised.
Max you can get is 3 a week or something. Finish in the season rewards and then pick up 2 during an event, or maybe 3 during an event. So 4 a week.
Just a side note about this event. It's a Berserker takeover. If you need Berserker food, pull an epic token or two. Just saying. All right.
Unfortunately, I'm going to have to agree with Godan and Zalon and Vintage. We're just going to have to wait to see exactly what it is. We're all speculating right now, but it's I'm going to wait. But wow, I mean, if it's anything near what I think it is or what we think it is,
Mm-hmm.
I feel sorry for anybody that just starts this game or is a lower level castle. But
Yeah, I'm just really curious what they're going to do for the old classic Titans that they
Yeah.
haven't done anything for.
Where Bo's
so
gonna
far.
make videos again where he busts out
I was
like the
looking-
oldest Titan he can.
Well, so I was looking through the inventory on like my personal account and test account, and on my personal account, it's like, okay, wonder what they're going to do for Hell. All right, what's Hell's prestige look like, right?
Mhm.
And then I have multiple duplicates on the test account, so I
Oh
can,
yeah.
do some stuff. Well,
Just
maybe we'll see.
prestige up to
Waiting
like
for the
5th prestige and go smash somebody's castle with like with one of the old pigs.
take a Dracor in and take on Frigg and smash them.
Right?
Yeah,
I want
what
some
are they
long
gonna do for
resurrection
Ulrich,
of Ulrich video.
But what? Frantic, you're always
The
you're,
resurrection of Ulrich.
oh, the resurrection of Ulrich. Yeah, Ulrich's prestige. Yeah, I can only imagine. It would be pretty ridiculous. What's going on, Della? Good to see you.
This will divide everything, though, quite a lot. You will have another reason for pushing into probably Legends League.
Ooh, look at
and
that.
the top
I
tier
do have a
players.
level 5 Tengu for my level 60 Tengu. I mean, level 5, it's just as good as a 1-star, whatever. It's not like I threw a whole bunch of food in him. Get Tengu up to Prestige 2 real quick, or Prestige 3 real quick. I think they say you jump to 2 Prestiges when you use one of the actual regular Titans. I believe.
Yeah. Also, I'm sure that those skills that they showed
Uranus has got a duplicate.
for for a level 10 prestige. I wonder what's going to happen at 1 and 2 and 3 in between, right?
And does anybody know, were those skills for those individual Titans They showed all the classes. I mean, those aren't going to be the same skills on all the Titans, right?
No, each one gets different ones. I did personally myself mention this aspect of this prestige, and it turns out to be absolutely right. And I'm not trying to look for credit, but the idea, and most people were shooting it down on my stream, thinking, "Oh, why would you do that?" But they are putting a 6th skill and making it updated to something that we would use now in this meta. In this time of the game, which means back in the day,
if they add Omega troops to like Ulrich or
that's what I'm saying. Like whatever his original 6th skill was, whatever his original 6th skill was, somebody had to go back and actually go into every one of the Titans and change this prestige skill. So this has been a long time project, I believe. Man, sorry, thirsty, getting excited.
Shout out to Benjamin Palmer. Hello, Benjamin.
Thank you for joining. What's up, Sean? John Pierre says, I don't like this prestige. It's a total free-to-play killer. Well, okay, so Feranic, do you believe it's a free-to-play killer, being that you're Mr. Free-to-Play?
Yeah. Well, it depends. You can still enjoy the game, but you're not going to have free-to-play players chasing prestige. It's just unaffordable.
Do you think?
Unless they just pick one type.
Well, that's what I was just going to say. For free-to-play players, Feranic, the best suggestion would be have it be your defender, whatever your defender of your garrison, or
probably attacker.
Given how quickly the meta changes.
True.
This prestige may be superseded before you can even get up to the higher prestige levels.
True.
So it'll be interesting to see how they vary between.
So, Vintage, you were saying attacker instead because free to play it's better to go that route because it changes too quickly. Is that what you were?
I think so. I mean, I'm not a free to play guy, but it seems like if you're going to put all your eggs into one Titan, I mean, it seems like it would be the attacker.
Something that you can always hit a garrison with no matter what.
So you're saying the best choice for a free to play would be to make sure you're on a top 50 team so you get a duplicate when you're heavily investing in an event. So if you're heavily investing in a team that's not getting top 50 and getting a duplicate, you're really not benefiting as much.
No. I think that's the case. I think you're going to have to but it's going to be difficult because whatever event you choose to go for and to get a duplicate on for a top 50 team, that's going to have to be the Titan that you're going to be leveling.
And you have to know that. You have to know that. Yeah. Now, how are you going to know that when the majority of decisions are made already halfway through the event? When most people are like, this is what I'm going to do.
And you have to guess, well, that it's not going to get superseded within a couple
Very
months.
Very quickly, exactly.
But you just don't get 4 stars fast enough. If that leveling is right, it might even if it's just 1 per level, that's still quite a few.
Right. Maybe it's 1 for the first 3 levels, 2 for the next 4 levels, and then 3 for the last 3 levels. Maybe something like that.
Hopefully something like that.
That sounds a lot more manageable. That sounds a lot more manageable. But it also they creating this to put a long pathway in front of a lot of these maxed out players with maxed out Titans and maxed out relics. They want to put something in front of them that's not like, okay, I can finish this in like a few months and I'm done again. You know, they don't want that.
How long do you think it's going to be before we see a max castle with max lands defended by all level 10 prestige Titan?
10 years.
Oh, almost immediately because somebody's going to hack it.
Hacking, yeah.
Somebody's going to hack it, but they're going to get thrown out. Somebody mentioned before, it might have been Vintage, about that the hackers might get a little too...
Yeah, I'm hoping the hackers get greedy and they get caught. This will be fantastic.
Right?
That'd be fun to watch, man.
I can't see how this is going to... If this is a long-term one where they expect people to get several prestige Titans over the next... fully maxed, maybe in the next year, how are they going to balance that out against the skill spikes that make everything redundant within a couple of months?
So here's what I was thinking about that is there's also the decision to be made in if you just unlock the prestige skill and it's half of the max, you know, kind of like how Titan's skills go. When you unlock a skill, you get most of the skill, and then you just tack on a little.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking is like
a 5-star.
Like just unlock it.
But with like half the values. So having it unlocked is helpful even if you don't go beyond Prestige 1, right?
Yeah.
So it's a bit 5-star relics, but there you're almost at like 75% of the value instantly, if not higher.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. And then players will need to decide, do I just keep going with my unlocked prestige, or do I want to unlock a spectrum of them?
That would be a good idea.
I wonder if on DOT database, if they're going to give Yuki the ability to show us what each level is.
Well, yeah.
I have a feeling that
the answer is yes.
The answer is yes, because it's all going to be the data is going to be available. And when the data is all available, it'll be, yeah, I think that'll be the case.
Yeah, Yuki's got some coding ahead, because there's going to have to be a 6th slot added to every single Titan. I mean, yikes. So everybody on the live stream, go donate to Yuki's site, gotdatabase.net, and let's encourage Yuki to be quick with it.
Agreed. Because I'll tell you, Yuki's done a lot for the DOT database recently with the fact that there's been some major changes in the way everything works with the with spells and summons and everything else. It's quite nice.
I think he's got everything updated, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's what I thought.
Well, when it comes to
even the timed invoke skills,
yes,
you can put in the battle time and so forth. Just a great site.
Yeah, quite amazing.
What's up, Tox?
Oh yeah, we get this. Yeah, you know it's a good stream when Tox is joining.
Morning.
Oh yeah. Like it's nothing. Like Tox just walked into, a local pub and was like, "Hello." It may be hard.
What's up?
It may be hard for new and low level players. Well, it may be, being the fact that this is very much catering to you have to be over Castle 20 to even participate. So you do have to. You have to work.
I have so many ideas on this thing. Just the way they could make improvements in literally every aspect of this game. So take the Temple Casino, right? Well, it's no longer the casino. You have 3-star and below pull station, but then you just have a 4-star pull station where you can earn those tokens in events. And again, this helps speed the newer players into the mid game. There's all kinds of things that they could do like that. Your 4,000 soul reward is a 4-star Titan token.
It's not a bad idea. Not at all.
And, the lower castle guys and the newer players can just say, all right, this weekend I'm going to do my 350 battles and get my 4-star Titan. Boom.
We're going to go find some baby lands with Odin and use those event relics. I've been battling with Frigg because I just don't care about losing 2 souls. Because this event, it doesn't excite me to go wild and crazy. And I also didn't want to have to raid with Odin all the time. Like many of my fellow NTG Hammer players were saying in the chat yesterday, man, Odin sucks when you have to run ping pong lands with him.
Yeah, he's all ranged.
Yeah.
No meat shield.
Yeah, there was a lot of people not happy with that at all, and I'm like, yeah, well, you know what I'm gonna do to event, get away from that crap? I'm just gonna go raid with Frigg and just have fun with this event. But we gotta use these My one and only suggestion to players that did all 5 levels of this last raid boss is shoot for 4,500, because as long as you have the time for it, because if you're normally someone who shoots for 2K, what's up?
Please tell me you're not going to use a 4-star relic without Odin.
No, I'm going to put him on Odin right now. Why?
Yeah, I've already burned through those relics.
Yeah, I know. I saved them for tonight. That's all I did. I saved them for tonight because, again, it wasn't a big deal to not to use them first day. No, yeah, I'm not going to do that, Bo. Jeez, relax.
And then change them to Uranus.
Yeah, there's no reason to sit on these relics and be like, oh, I'm not going to use them. And if you use them and you just grind, you should be able to hit 4,500 and get 4 tokens. That's my only suggestion to people that have, especially they got the 4-star from the last level, because it really is going to excel your soul count. Because look at that, 308.
You don't even need to grind. If you use Odin and the relics you got from the boss raid, if you finished it, then you get to 44,500.
Exactly.
You then grind a bit to get to 5,000 or 5,500.
Well, yeah, okay. Well, that's fine too. But still, don't count yourself short or save these relics. Don't save them, because who knows how long it'll be until the storm candle's used again. So you'll have 5 more relic spots to be able to use. So yeah, it's slightly promoting this event just to make sure that you at least get rid of those. What do we want to do with this?
How's this for an idea? In the divine altar, doing what? Say 200 divine gems gets you a 4-star Titan.
There you go.
That's low.
Well,
500.
I was thinking, well, what have you got? You've got 10,000 or just a 4-star Titan on one of those better ones, don't you?
Yeah, but Oni's coming out already, so those altars are like null and void anyway.
Yeah.
I'm thinking like these altar poles, they should call them like retired Titans or something. Because we as players just call them trash. Just have a trash 4-star Titan altar.
Yeah, but see, if it was for 500 DGs, and you were trying to get prestige, you were trying to prestige up your Titans, and yeah, for 500 DGs, and you're sitting on a few thousand, and you want to prestige up pretty quick,
well worth it.
I don't think that's a problem. Again, the players that are going to have that and that are going to have level 60 Titans should have a decent amount of DGs, or at least able to obtain them because they're in the higher leagues.
Well, they need other ways to be able to get 4-star Titans, if that's how they're doing it. There's not enough ways at the moment, unless they're wanting everyone to pull from the Titan altars over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Well, and I'll say this to everyone watching this stream, if you're rewatching it, if you have saved Titan tokens and Epic tokens, do not use them yet.
Oh yeah, because what? The Altar of Plenty?
They might change the temples.
Well, there's also that Altar of Everything that's coming up too, which again, if I remember correctly, last time that they did that, you were able to use your Epic tokens or something like that. So they give you like 5 pulls for 1 token. But normally you would spend something like, I don't know, like what was it, like 6 or 8K gems or something? It was kind of. Is
that the difference one to Altar of Plenty? Altar of Plenty is the normal Titan token.
Well, yeah, this is the Altar of Everything, and I could swear that we were able to pull with other tokens.
I thought that was just relics, like the really rubbish relic stuff, and they just put all the relics in.
Well, they do put all the relics in. They put everything in there.
I don't remember it being that good last time.
What's up, Cephalopod? You're so hungover.
When you're talking about Frantic, I'm always getting troops and food and trash like that. It's like, why am I doing this?
I still prefer Altars of Plenty, though, because it is just a Titan token, and you get 5 stuff. Even if you get a 2-star or a 3-star Titan, that's what you would have got anyway.
Awesome.
But yeah, I can't remember this Altar of Everything being any good.
Why didn't they put it at 3 and 4-star Titans? Why 4-star Titans? just because they want us to spend and do the events?
What's up, Snotchugs?
They're trying to reinforce the illusion that just a generic 4-star Titan is something special.
What if season rewards and event rank rewards become multiple 4-star Titans? Not a bad idea, Shy. We could use a few more. Like for instance, if you're in like top 10, you get the event Titan plus an extra 4-star Titan. You just get 2.
All right, let's go back to reality now.
Reality? What's that?
The devs ain't gonna do that.
Back to reality.
Back to life. Back to reality.
Oh, people are leaving, Jim. What are you doing?
I don't blame him for leaving.
No, I'm joking. What's up, Churro? Hope good to see you. Hope you're all having a great Friday. Catch your stream on the rewatch. Thank you, Churro. And of course, Sethmopod's here, and he's super hungover. We won't talk too loud, Sethmopod. We'll keep it down. Except when Jim talks, he's very loud.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm just hitting these super low lands with Odin real quick with the 4-star, 1-star from this last boss raid. Just to Altar of Tacos Brain. Oh, there's Yuki. Yuki's in the chat.
Nice.
Yuki, can you confirm about being able to put all of the prestige skills onto the database when they are available? When they're available? Please confirm that. We were just discussing this about DOT database too as well. And Vintage gave you a nice shout out to go and donate.
All the hard work you put into that site, very, very nice. Been relying on that site for over 4 years now.
Yeah, look at that.
As is everybody that's played this game for any length of time.
Joseph Brando, I'm confused, came in late. Why do we want bad Titans now? So we confuse them into the good Titans. And we just want... I mean, it does make you want to, get the, whatever crap 4-star you get from season rewards. For a long time, people were like, oh, another one? All right,
You think they had the intention of this prestige stuff, trying to help bring back war and the fight for first and that type of stuff?
Yeah.
You think that was part of their intention, or is this geared more towards, veteran players that just need something to do with all their maxed out Titans?
I think that too, though. I believe that's also part of it too, though. I believe that there's multiple aspects of why they're trying to introduce this into the game. Because one, it's for over Castle 20. So yes, they're catering to the players that have been around for a long time, that do have max Titans, that are saying, what do we do with these now? Now, Ron Gamer brought up a great point on his video, and I do want to mention that you don't get any... It's not like your Titan, level 60 Titan gets any more XP. So when you do battle with them, you really don't get any more benefit because you're using them. So that XP is still wasted in essence. So there is that aspect. Because a lot of players were saying, well, I would just like to see my Titan be able to obtain XP, especially when I could be using one that, I haven't leveled up all the way. So, but this is apparently the dev's solution to what you do with a level 60 Titan after you've maxed them. I mean, or a Titan after you've maxed them. So we got Attack Dog on here now. What's going on, Attack Dog? Good to see you.
Hey man, how are you doing?
Not too bad. Jim, you got something on in the background? Jim, you got like a TV or a radio on?
Oh, it's muted.
All right, thank you. I think after spending 15k DG on Necrossa, should have automatic prestige. Well, Extinction. Just because...
Or is it Extinction feeling all special today?
I know, right? Extinction's like, well, my Titan just so happens... I'm going to read it off right now. Is everybody ready for Necrossa's? This was on my the post that I put a few hours ago just to promote this stream. I used this picture of Necrossa. So in the blog post, Necrossa's Prestige at level 10, 70% base Panther health, and then when any allied Panther unit falls below 50% health, Necrossa will cast Shield on the Panther. Max 9. So I'm assuming max 9 means it's only going to do it to 9 of them? What does everybody else think?
Yeah, I think just non-Panthers get that bonus, and that's it. I mean, not that you'd need more than that, but...
Okay. So we're going to see some limitations on these skills, as we can see just from Necrossa's.
Yeah, well, like Osiris, it says, 5 Omega Horde, or it says max 5, kind of like that.
Yep.
But there's only a 30% chance of that, too.
Magma. How do we get Yuki on Discord?
Wait, what?
How do we get Yuki on Discord?
I don't know. Yuki's always said no to Discord in the past.
Oh. All right, I'm going to ask again. Go on Discord, Yuki.
Okay. I don't know, Z. I need more info, which I will get with the new client update. Okay. Does that mean that you're basically waiting on the update like the rest of us? And I also heard that it's Android that's getting the update for, like, the people that are posting pictures and everything else, they're all Android, not Apple, correct? Because most people...
Yeah, Apple never gets it first. We always get it.
Yeah.
I'll usually get it on Monday or Tuesday after when they release it. And after Android gets it.
Ooh, Jean.
That's because Apple mandates that all of their players get it on the same day, where Droid allows a rollout.
Jean-Pierre says they should add something in the Adventurers Guild that gives Titans by completing missions weekly. Not a bad idea. Because, of course, we already have an Adventurers Guild that gives out 4-star relics. Now, at this point, if you could do the Adventurers Guild and do it the same way as they did the one for the relics, have 3 sections and have them all be 1 portal stone, but if you have the last one give out a 4-star Titan, there you go. Or create 3 small adventures and each one gives out a 4-star Titan at the end. But obviously it's...
have 4-star Titans in battle drops, just like they do 4-star relics. The more it encourages people to get in there and grind and hit more.
But what do you think? Do you think they should be lands that are level 20 and up that you should be able to get those battle drops from?
It doesn't matter to me. I mean,
I don't know. I'm just saying.
Because, you can get 4 stars from any of the lands.
That's true. That's true. You can. I've gotten plenty of 4-star relics.
Saying they could do something like that. Make it the same type of percentage, because it's not like we get a 4-star every 10 battles or something. You got to do a lot of battles to get a 4-star.
Every single week. Every single week you get 1. Couldn't get 1 4-star Titan every single week just from doing an average number of battles, but they could do something to improve it.
Yeah.
I think we all agree that you need to be able to get your hands on more. There needs to be more opportunities to get 4-star Titans. Rather than just
no question.
Trash 4-star Titans.
What's up, Val? Thank you for joining.
There.
Indian Alpha says, #there is no end of greed. #devs. Right?
Well, to be quite honest, no offense to the lack of logic that the devs utilize, but if you made portal stones more frequent, you made 4-star Titans, again, trash ones, more frequent in, say, battle drops like we're discussing, it would cause more activity in the game, not less, which more activity in the game would spur more spending. this is basic economics.
Yeah. There is the one thing they could do as well, other than Vintage's suggestion on the DGs, they could also change up the conquest stuff for the echoes. Start bringing that into one echo token rather than 4 echo tokens to get that pool. You could bring it down to 1, the same as the pool for the relics.
Plenty of people would be doing level 11, 12, and 13 just to grab another 4-star for prestige. I believe so.
Which is spending gems.
Yep.
So
I believe that would be the case.
I'm quite happy for them to be trying to make money off it if they do it in a sensible way. That's not just stupid lottery.
Yeah, what's stupid lottery, right?
Too expensive.
Yeah. Well, so Yuki says, here is some interesting info. When they introduced Titan skills that boosted base damage or base health, the way that skill was implemented was to just increase the stats. It wasn't an effect that was applied to the Titan. And it worked because there is only one Titan. However, if they do it for troops in the same way, it will be always active regardless of Titan. I'm curious how they implement base stat skills. Interesting. I'm actually glad I waited to read your comment because you came out with your second paragraph right at the time that I was done with your first paragraph there, Yuki. But interesting.
Tag dog, you need to mute, brother.
Yeah. Jesus.
Get him, attack dog.
Get him! It sounds like he's attacking somebody. Hey, attack dog.
Yeah, that's me. I apologize. I'm trying to get my grill going.
Oh. What, are you messing with tinfoil?
No.
No.
I dropped something.
Oh. Yeah, what are you grilling?
What am I grilling tonight? Chicken. Nothing exciting.
Nothing exciting. Boo! No. Now, see, D would come in here and be like, D would come in and be like, well, we're going to do this and we're going to do that, and then I'm going to have to, glaze it and do this and do that, and it'd be insane. We don't want to hear all that.
Try to keep her mitts off my grill. It's a grill. It's not a flambe station.
No flambe station. Where is Prometheo? Good question, Extinction. Oh, there's D. Yeah, get that grill hot, says Godan. Yeah, Yuki writing a monologue, says Brain. Right? But yeah, interesting, though. Interesting, Yuki, about that. About how it worked for Titans, but now that they're using it as a... as an effect. Because that's what it is. There's a cause and there's an effect, so it's an effect situation. I'm just trying to snag oh, look at that. Level 3 land, 661k. Defense. Nice. Let's see what else I can find. We're in server 2 of Legend League, which is pretty small. Pretty small. There's not a lot of alliances here. But maybe that'll change. Maybe that'll change with Prestige. Maybe there'll be almost a full second server again. We'll see.
I was taking a stroll around, and it looks like server 2's got some teams that could be aggressive. The Indians seem to be on the warpath.
Oh, are they? All right, let's switch this up. We're going to use the 3-star, 2-star, and just keep on going, chugging along with the boss raid relics that I got. All right, so what does everybody else... Let's see. What else have we Not going over yet. But hey, we finally got the 6th skill, right, Yuki? 6th skill base. It is. It is a 6th skill. Oh yeah, Shy says the stream just got G'd. That's a weird. I didn't read it right, Shy. Prestiged with an uppercase D in the middle.
Right, prestiged.
So Zalon, when's Hammer getting the VP moving?
Oh, I have no idea. I'm moving along with VP. I'm gonna get my 2 million. Not right now on the stream hitting super lowlands, but when I'm back to grinding with Frigg again. Oh wait, I have to check. Hold on. You could be in trouble now. Hold on. Did I not grab? Oh, look at that. 26 minutes left. I need to grab these 100 portal stones. They're from last week. 26 minutes left. Whew. Look at that. Back up to 145 portal stones.
Nation at its best.
At its best. This is true. That's too bad. Tox pieced out again. But then again, Tox is, it's definitely, it's always super late at night for him. Captain Howdy says, I remember a time when Matt said there would never be a 6th skill opened. See, Captain Howdy? Things definitely change and don't happen. It's going to be interesting to see if the truces with those top teams hold. Bright Extinction, they may fall apart. Also, too, Extinction. I think NTG War is gonna start pulling some more interested players that want to be warring again. I know Extinction will beat the war drums and bring them to NTG War. Come join Extinction in the glorious glorious race for VP.
Bang that gong.
Right? Boom.
The banging the drums summoned D.
Oh, did it? Oh yeah, it did.
She heard the war drum.
Yeah, right.
Hey.
or she heard Attack Dog messing with his grill. One or the other.
No, I was listening the whole time, but I was in the shower.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
I'm
not going there.
It did sound like tinfoil.
It did sound like tinfoil, right? See, that's what I was saying.
Well, you can't grill without tinfoil. It's like a rule.
Now, real quick, D, do you have one of those like shower curtains that has the slot for your phone?
No, I have glass. It's glass.
Okay, because I've definitely one of my coworkers. I called him after work. I think it might have been last week, and he already had gotten home and was showering, and he picked up. And he's like, "Oh, I'm in the shower." I'm like, "What are you talking about? How are you in the shower on the phone?" He's like, "Oh, I got one of those shower curtains that you could put your phone in." I'm like, wow.
So I learned today that a lot of phones, maybe on Android, are waterproof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apple is too.
So
I'm Android, but I know for a fact Apple has, a highly water resistant product.
Yeah.
Apple?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. All the new ones.
The 11, mine is the 11.
It's actually waterproof, like up to...
Like to 6 meters or something like that?
Oh. Wow.
Yeah, something like that, yeah. When they say waterproof and water resistant, it's all subjective based on what you think. I think I live on a lake. If you can't swim with your watch on all the time, it's not waterproof. If you can't have your phone in your pocket all the time, it's not waterproof. So otherwise, it's water resistant.
Oh,
go on, read Shy's comment.
Yeah, wonder if there will be Prestige Fusion type event where you get more out of your duplicates and same element titans. That's nice. Yeah, that would be a nice idea.
Prestige Fusion event. event. That would be interesting.
Right?
Won't happen.
Won't happen, says Attack Dog. Yuki says, okay, everyone, heading back to sleep. Almost 3 a.m. here, night all. Thank you, Yuki. Please, yes, please look into the Prestige 6 skill for all of us. We do appreciate everything you do. It's a huge thing right now, so thank you very much for everything.
That level bit is the crazy part. The level 60 doesn't mean any difference to level 1. It's going to be insane.
I didn't mean to hit that.
Well, question for you guys. Are you guys assuming that it's going to take exactly 10 level 1 4-star Titans to get here? Or is, level 1 of 10 going to be 1 and level 2 of 10 going to be 2, et cetera, et cetera?
Well, that's the...
We don't know, but I guarantee you it's not going to take exactly 10. It's going to be more than 10.
Okay. Now, that gets to the point of ridiculous. Because by the time you get to level 10, your Titan is completely and totally obsolete.
Right?
I mean, I know Zalon happens to have the level of Titans that I personally have. So people like Zalon and I and other collectors might be at an advantage who have tons of trash Titans laying around. Mm-hmm. And it'll be hard for me to press the button. But if it gets me a strategic advantage, I will press the button and start sacrificing the trash. But what if people like Extinction and others who immediately go get the newest Titan and zip them up to 60? They don't have a bunch of trash 1-star, 4-star Titans laying around, level 1 4-star.
No, they don't.
I have probably no less than 75 trash level 1 4-stars laying around.
And it's not just 4 stars, right? If I read it correct, it has to be the same element.
The same element.
No. Is it the same element or the same level?
The same element.
Right.
Oh yeah. Even worse.
They need to find.
But there's got to be some benefit.
Otherwise, this is impossible.
Well, yeah, level 1 of those 10 is going to give you a boost, et cetera, but you're not going to get to level 10 of 10 before your Titan is completely irrelevant.
Titans you have to fuse to get to level 10 of 10.
Right. If it's more than 10, you're talking about irrelevance, period.
Right, and the skills, I don't know about you guys, but I didn't think the skills were that great.
Not to fuse more than 10 Titans.
Well, we don't know. We don't know how many Titans for each level, and we have to figure out what the total is. If it's worth it, because I don't think.
Yeah. Well, just and like we just brought up, which you didn't know. You got to remember it's element to element. So even if you have 3 or 4, you still got to wait to get another 6 to 10 or whatever it is of that same element.
Right.
So Zalon, who almost never has a level 60 Titan, is now the strongest player in the game.
Yeah. Good morning, H&X. Thank you for joining.
There's some benefit to being a collector, because the Pantheon is not a good enough reason for being a collector.
Well, I know, but under this method, you're not going to be a collector very long.
Not for long, no.
It's like let's.
I think this is the death of the Pantheon for the most part.
Is it the death? You know what? You know what's crazy though? When I went to check to see if I got the update on my my phone here, I noticed that the last update was in February, and one of the first things that it said was new Pantheons are added to the game, and I'm like, well, there wasn't. Like,
really?
Yeah.
I didn't even pay attention.
Well, that doesn't mean collections, though. That just means when you view...
They added Titans. That just means they added Titans to the all section.
Well, that's a crap way of saying it. But anyway.
Yep.
Extinction says I have 0 4-star trash Titans. Yeah, right? Although Vintage has his... don't you still have the graveyard? Filled with...
Oh. I am loaded and ready. Prestige. Ping Pong Graveyard, however, is probably going to die.
Yeah, that's for sure. My level 60 Bast, which I almost never, ever use, is now going to be on my Ping Pong Graveyard. Sorry, guys. That's just how it is.
So wait,
that's the worrying thing.
Do you think that's going to change things up to the point where there's going to be a whole bunch of prestige like land defense is going to be a thing?
No, because for example, I have a level 1 Odin and a level 10 Odin. I'm not going to waste my level 10 Odin on the prestige because they've made it real clear that nothing is any better than a level 1. Mm-hmm. So my level 1 Odin will go to prestige and my level 10 will go on an island. But no joke, Bast will probably end up on an island with no defense other than the base 7 that it comes with, or 8, whatever it is. I don't even pay attention.
To be honest, that does make it easier for newer players, though. Because if it was level 60 had more impact than level 1s, then it'd be heavily stacked advantage to the older players. You have a lot more level 60 Titans.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
But it must be hard getting rid of a level 60, even if they're useless, to prestige.
Oh, I mean, again, my level 60.
Well, then I would suggest you save that level 60 for to level a Titan instead of using it for prestige. Use if you have a level 60 that you don't want, don't use it for prestige. Use it to level another Titan. That's basically what it comes down to.
AKA Raw, in the last thing, my level 60 Raw went into something, I don't even remember what, and my level 1 Raw replaced it.
Right.
Yeah, my level 51 Siggy and level 5 Siggy both got fused away, so I just left with the level 1.
Yeah. Of which now you'll put into prestige and you won't have a Siggy at all.
No, gotta keep Siggy.
Wait, Extinction, that's insane talk. I'll have to use all my level 60 Titans for prestige and have 1-star Titans on my VP lands. That's craziness.
Yeah, that is craziness. Extinction, I know you like to be at the apex of the game, but you need to take a break, wait just a few weeks, using the power that you already have, and just not... You gotta play the game smart. Period. All the time.
Yeah.
Well, when I say all the time, every once in a while, everybody does what Zalon did the other day, and you fuse out of class and whatnot because you need your frig to be 60 today versus, next week, that kind of thing. But you're not going to put a level 60 into a prestige when it means no difference than a level 1.
Oh, he says he's kidding. All right. Jesus. All right.
Okay.
All right, Extinction.
Okay.
I'm not that crazy, he says. He says he's not that crazy. Okay.
All right.
Be like, Jim, take your hand away from dialing the loony bin for Extinction. All right, we're good.
I don't need to call the crisis prevention line.
Right. It's like, what's wrong? We know somebody who's going to fuse away a whole bunch of level 60 Titans. Are they in harm? They're harming their account.
Are they in a safe space? Were they okay?
Well, they're not in the crime room at the local university, so I'm not sure.
Right. All right, so we got to find a few more low-level lands. We're going to blast out the rest of
gun
this.
in is just like auto.
Here we go.
I know, isn't it that bad? I lost a battle. I won't say who, what, when, where, how earlier today. And I'm like, all right, so come here. She's only at 56, by the way.
Come here. You sound like a coach. You sound like a very disappointed coach. Like, come on, over here. We gotta have a chat.
That's right. I gotta bring the person off the bench that is actually my old Michael Jordan. Come here, Michael. I know you're 45, but you're still better than everybody else.
Right. Oh, we lost Vintage, so I'm sure he had something that came up, as always. But it's totally fine. We got Boganor, D, Feranic, Jim, and Attack Dog still here on Discord, having a great stream. I do appreciate it.
Flipping chicken, I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. On Friday night.
Won't be long, and it'll be barbecue sauce time.
Now, what kind of sauce do you use there, Attack Dog?
You know, I'm really terrible. Sweet Baby Ray's is really fine grocery store barbecue sauce.
Yeah, it is.
If anybody doesn't understand that, all right, let me preface this. I've been drinking, so I'm bragging a little bit extra. I used to judge KCBS, Kansas City Barbecue Society barbecue. And so I find myself to be a little bit arrogant on my knowledge of barbecue. And when it comes to grocery store barbecue sauce, you literally can't do better than Sweet Baby Ray's.
Yeah. Jim, can you post the Discord link in chat, please?
Yeah.
Thank you. Monty Snake, feel free to join us.
So all you people out there using Kraft, stop buying that stuff. Start buying Sweet Baby Ray's immediately.
Yeah, and it comes in a whole bunch of different flavors, though, too, as well.
It does. And you know, I've got women in my house that don't like any spice level at all. I mean, zero. Like, they don't like black pepper. And so that honey flavor, they all get really excited about it. So there you go. If you can't handle heat, go super sweet. It's good stuff. I'm not joking.
Nice.
That's me. I can't handle spice.
It's like giving me the option, Zalon. I might not have the privilege to be able to do
what?
it.
Hold on.
Attack Dog, I put my fat burger sauce recipe in the chat, so check it out.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, I will.
Yo, but how about you, Bo?
It's all grocery store bought ingredients, but you know, it's different and it's really good on hamburgers, chicken.
Bo, could you share the link?
I'm a big believer in taking already prepared things and modifying them slightly. Like for my personal sauce, I take Sweet Baby Ray's as my base, a little apple cider vinegar, a little heat, little honey, a little barbecue, garlic.
Oh, D got it.
You know, then it depending on if I'm wanting to cook the sauce or leave it just as is mixed. If I cook the sauce, I might put a little whiskey in it. Just saying.
Little whiskey. Oh, that's actually what I have right now. Okay. There's excellent news. Val is in the stream. Val is in the stream, so she can verify this. So today I went to the grocery store after work, and on my way, the liquor store was open, and I saw people coming out and people going in. I'm like, I'm going in. So I look at the guy the worker behind the counter, and I'm like, hey, is this the first day that the liquor store has been open? He's like, yeah. I'm like, I gotta do it. So I picked up one of another Game of Thrones liquor, one of the Fire and Ice ones that I was gonna, because Val hasn't been able to get them where she lives, and I'm saving the one that I picked up for her before COVID-19. And now,
let's get this straight. She hasn't been able to get them because you hasn't sent them to her.
I only have one. Listen, I'm not going to send them piecemeal. I'm only going to send it one time. And I'm waiting to. I have to get the other 2 bottles. So anyway,
poor girl's been waiting 6 months.
I know. I can't help that they close the liquor stores. But anyway,
actually, since Boganor's here, how long has she been waiting on that speaker?
Right.
For the record, to help Zalana out, in probably all states, but I'm just going to say most states to be safe, it is illegal to transport alcohol across state lines.
Okay, we're not talking about all that right now.
Yeah, this is all true. But yes, anyway, so and I got myself some tin cup again. I got another. I had to. It's been so long since I've been able to have it. So I got some tin cup American whiskey, and it comes with the little tin cup, and it's really good. So I had to do that up tonight because I was like, because I had it on my grocery list just to pick up more beer, something different, obviously from the grocery store. But as soon as I saw it was open, I was like, oh man, I'm going in. Just to change it up. And I saw other people there too. They were like, oh yeah, look at this, it's finally open. Zakai, you're asking who's the best Titan between those two? Are you talking about the Arvan or Solgar?
Arvan.
Arvan seems to be more of the preferred Titan.
It's more useful. But if that's your best Titan, you know, I hope you're really young in the game. And if it is, you're going to be awesome.
Oh, Brain says I prefer California barbecue sauce, a.k.a. ketchup. Oh, I should have told you. Oh, wait, Attack Dog. I should have told you to put earmuffs on. Earmuffs, Attack Dog, earmuffs.
Ketchup. I don't even put ketchup on my French fries.
I do.
Gagging.
My preferred honey mustard is Ken's.
Yeah.
Is Ken's.
If I'm eating French fries, I put honey mustard on it.
Yeah, I put Ken's honey mustard. I don't know if that brand is everywhere, but Ken's
that is the stuff.
Ken's honey mustard, I believe, is the best honey mustard out there, and I've tried a lot. I have. I've got.
My wife is so addicted to Ken's honey mustard that she swears there's a difference in taste between when you go to the store and buy the Ken's in the big bottle versus the small bottle.
Yes, I agree.
You agree?
I have the big. I have the big bottle in my fridge.
That is a true statement.
Yes.
Really?
There's more air in the big bottle, and it changes the flavor.
My wife prefers the big bottle.
Really?
The big bottle.
Prefers the big bottle.
Yeah, and it's also it also is.
Usually do prefer the big bottles.
You know.
Oh, is it too early? Is it not hour 2 yet, Zalon?
No, it's fine, Jim.
It's not hour 2 yet.
Jim, you're still doing great. Oh, and of course, Extinction says I put ketchup on almost everything. Okay.
Ugh.
BMT says ew.
Yeah.
The only thing I would even ponder, and I don't because I literally never eat these plain. The only thing I would ponder putting ketchup on is plain eggs.
Okay.
Anybody eat plain eggs with ketchup on it?
Scrambled eggs, I'll put a little bit of ketchup on.
That's what I mean. Plain, like not cheese eggs or not, I put ham and bell peppers and onions in these eggs. Yeah, just plain scrambled eggs, ketchup. That's it.
Ketchup on there.
That's it.
Weird.
Yeah, try it. For those of you who eat plain scrambled eggs, try it with a little ketchup.
I just do salt and pepper.
All right, so Ancient X, this prestige thing, just to bring it back to the game here, this prestige thing is so disappointing. I was expecting for something similar to other games and sort of an open sort of skills tree which will improve the Titan and make this game more about Titans. A skills tree would have been pretty sweet where you can kind of go and you can go in two different directions, like maybe like an offensive or a defensive side of skill tree. That would be pretty cool, where you'd have to choose either one or the other, skill-wise.
But that's what relics do. I mean, mostly everything goes O or D based on the relic you choose. So they just want to ump the power and then let you pick it after that.
So, D, real quick, what did you do today when you saw people discussing the new Prestige? What did you do on Band?
I immediately started a Prestige Concerns chat room that is lit right now.
Yeah. So what I would like you to do is, I'm sure you've been in that chat room a bit more than anything else today.
I've been in there. I've been screenshotting. I've been taking notes. And I've been categorizing all of the things that people have been saying into buckets.
Oh, look at that! Sounds like somebody wants to live stream tomorrow night.
I was thinking about doing a video.
Ooh, she was gonna do a video. Ooh, D.
What video you doing?
What kind?
Something for the devs to read.
Sorry.
Oh.
Okay, I'll shut up.
Be nice to me, Jim.
I'm being nice.
Be nice.
You're not.
I was going to do some voiceovers for you. Hello, D.
Yeah, right.
How you doing?
But D, I think that's a good idea. So you're thinking about taking a bunch of a bunch of stuff that everybody's been talking about and kind of putting it all into like an informative video.
So I was thinking of like breaking like a breakdown, like okay.
And how come I haven't been invited to this chat?
To what chat?
What team are you on?
Oh, it's inside of MTG's.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
sorry.
Behind the Iron Curtain.
Behind the Iron Curtain of D.
I was actually thinking after I did it, I was like, oh no, I should have done it in the main DOT chat on band.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't have controls.
Yeah.
Oh, Lordy, don't want me to not have control.
I think you're the leader of NTG, aren't you, D?
Yeah, but I don't. I think I'm a limited co-admin in APOC's DOT NTG.
It was the old band.
Yeah, that's the public one.
The old public one that got over
Send the guy a message.
1,000 people. Yeah, it's 1,000 people in there, and there was an issue with that.
Yeah, over
I
it.
mean, I bet Zolana has his cell phone number.
Oh, what,
Wow.
APOC? Oh, well, we might have access to be able to get a hold of them in case of emergency,
Right.
We do
That's
have
all I mean.
in case of rioting.
chat that people have been talking. It's a friend of NTG line chat. So anybody that like visits us or is friends with us can post in there, and I usually post stuff in there, and they've been talking about it in there.
So just to not, I mean, it doesn't have to be anything crazy, but what do you see? What do you see the most? What do you see the most, D, that you could share with us at least on the stream tonight? What do you see the most?
The biggest thing are people are just really disappointed because they think it's geared toward pay to play and not for free to play, and it's going to be pretty impossible for any free to play player to go anywhere in the game, or so people are thinking, right?
They're going to have to do some heavy grinding to get those Titans every single week.
Right.
The issue with free to play is they need to understand they have no reason to be in Masters or Legends.
I don't agree with that.
Why don't they have a
Why does a free to play need to be there?
Well,
Why not?
Because it's a game and they want
Because
it
they
to be there.
can't hang.
is free to play.
Well, now you're talking two different things. You're talking whether they can hang versus whether they need to be there.
Right.
Well, that's the same difference. If you
That's apples and
play a
oranges.
sport, if you play a sport and you can't hang, you don't walk on the field.
Well, that's the coach's decision there.
No, that's and you could play intramural. If you play a sport, let's just pick a world-renowned sport like soccer, and you are a virgin with zero skills, you don't go out there and try to play with kids that have been playing since they were in elementary school.
Well, that assumes that there's an actual game of football going on, and you're not there for a concert. Considering there's nothing
Yes,
on my floor.
that is very clearly what I am stating here. Yes, there is a game being played, and you're walking out there and you're saying, "I want to play with you guys," and you don't know the difference between a forward and a fullback, and you want to play. Well, I'm sorry. Go learn somewhere else, and then come back here when you have some skills. I mean, look at the title of the
So
name.
you think it's going to limit more people in Masters and in Legends League?
It should. There's people. All these dead teams in Masters and in Legends, they've got one or two people holding the team slot so that another team can bounce in there. That's just ridiculous. There's only 2 Legends servers. Why can there not be 100 teams actually playing? There's not 50 teams actually playing in Legends Server 1.
Well, there's a reason for that, though. It's not
because they bounce down to Masters.
No, it's because of the 3 teams, or 4 or 5, or however many they are, that we're all working together.
Okay, well, then go to Server 2. My point is if you had 100 teams playing in Legends, instead of 35 in server 1 and 18 to 20 in server 2? Don't you think that'd be more entertaining?
I don't know.
Even if they're playing at a low level.
We're not talking about my entertainment. We're talking about whether a lower level player deserves to be a master, or free to play deserves to be a masters or above.
I hear you. We are discussing two different things at the same time. Absolutely, you are correct. But I'm just saying.
To be honest, there's many free-to-play players, such as Ferenic and such as Gadan, that I would take on my team.
Whoa, Godan.
First of all, there's no way
Godan's
in
not
your
free.
mind that you think Godan's free-to-play.
Yeah,
is he not free-to-play anymore?
No, Godan even said on his most recent live stream that he's not. No, yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's my fault.
Yeah.
Okay, Ferenic then. I know Ferenic is free-to-play.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, I'm free to play.
Mm-hmm.
I would take Ferenic on my team in a heartbeat. We bounce between Legends and Masters, and we've been down at 10. We bounce all over the place. The point is that it's about the skill level of the person. Now, if you can't hang, that's a different story. But whether they deserve to be there or not, that's up to them, or it's up to the team.
And we haven't had that incentive since Throne Wars, effectively.
Right.
Extinction,
That's
stop
right.
it. Extinction says he's free to play. Get out of here, Extinction.
So am I, Extinction.
Yeah.
I'm free to play.
Yeah.
So is Val. Val's free to play too.
Yeah, Val's free to play too.
If there's actually war going on and everyone was competitive, VP, PP would not exist.
Yeah.
The fact that does exist shows that very few teams are actually warring.
Sorry, guys. When my phone's power goes to screensaver, I lose you. I need to set that from 10 minutes down to probably never.
Ancient.
Come on, just tell us. You just want to eat some chicken, that's all.
Yeah, he does. He wants
Chicken needs flipping, but yes, I
needs
want to eat
flipping.
chicken, but that's not the issue.
So another thing, Galan, that people are concerned about is they're afraid that top 3 is going to be more popular than it is now, and they're worried about Master first because are more teams going to try to get first in Masters to get that 4-star Titan, and how hard are people going to fight over 4 stars? And is it going to affect event teams? Because now we have to think of our event teams. They're going to get 2 Titans, right? Duplicate Titans if they finish the event, and if they do get top 50.
Not only is it going to, it's going to definitely impact event teams because it is going to be harder now to get to top 50 because everybody's going to want to try to get 2 Titans of the same time.
Right, like significantly harder.
Which is nothing but a great, great benefit to the classic teams like Events R Us.
Yeah, those who spend on events will be sorted. There'll be no change.
Right, and that's the biggest problem. Everyone feels that the devs are kind of being unfair, and they're leaning for people that are playing, and they're not kind of doing anything for the people that aren't paying. So,
although to be fair to the devs, though, they have. You didn't used to get a Titan outside of top 50. Now we're getting Titan in the top 100 almost all the time.
But very frequently.
Right, and so they need to do that more. And they need to. I think they need to give a 4-star Titan for the top 5 or the top 10 season rewards, and they need to just give us more 4 stars. I don't care if they're 4 stars.
I'd like to see top 5 in Legends and maybe top 2 or 3 in Masters. Being able to get a 4-star.
Good. I agree with that.
Yeah, 5 or 8.
Apparently,
they do need to give more 4 stars regardless, and we've touched upon that in several different areas when we've been talking, whether it's battle drops or top 3 or top 5 for season rewards. But in order for us, any of us, and we're all max players, to get these prestige going, and unless you're a collector like Zalon, which I'm not, I'm going to need to start doing these events again, all of them every single week like I used to do, to get these 4 stars.
And what about, I can only say this because I know it's personally been my experience. Why not 1 trash 4-star per month in the daily rewards?
Yeah.
I agree with you. I think everybody would agree with you.
Yeah. Now, actually, Jim,
first 4-star that way.
Jim, actually, just a comment on what you just said. It doesn't mean that you will have to complete every event that comes out. It means you'll have to go to like 10 or 12K to get that first 4-star and the epic.
Right.
You grab that epic token.
You don't have to complete them, but if I'm going to do an event, I'm going to complete them most likely.
Well,
you got the relics at the end.
But there's a lot of times.
At the end is the real prize.
A lot of times you're going to get 2 4-star titans in the milestones and an epic token.
Why did that get 3?
You know,
like this current event, that's 3 titans.
Yeah, it's got Thorhild, a token, and then Solgar.
Another option for the top 100, by the way, not 50.
Mm-hmm. Now, I would like to see at the end of the second week in the calendar a Titan token, end of the third week an Epic token, and end of fourth week a 4-star Titan.
That wouldn't be bad at all. Again, I've told it on this stream in the past. It was the doggiest of all Titans. I got a Cal Core in the monthly back a long time ago. It was my first 4-star Titan. I finally got to get rid of my 3-stars. And when I was a level 16, 17, whatever I was, he was a beast. You know? I didn't need Osiris at level 16. It made me happy. It kept me engaged in the game. Put some trash 4-stars in the monthly. Heck, I don't even care if you put the trash same 4-star in the monthly every month, like they do every other prize. I mean, I'm tired of that. The same exact prize, month after month after month.
Yeah, Vintage says
better than nothing.
4-star Titans in battle drops raid more. Ancient X, nothing will change except pay-to-play players will get OP over other players, and to be honest, someone who pays over $100 to $200 a week deserves this.
Yes. A double agree to all of that stated. For people that pony up, they deserve. The people that keep the game alive are the people that pay.
Yeah,
okay,
it's true.
I hate to say it.
It's a balance. The paying players need the free-to-play players to keep the game populated.
Yes.
The free-to-play players need the paying players to keep the game alive.
Yes.
A symbiotic relationship.
Yes.
Now, you can be free to play. If you've been in here since global launch, there's no reason under God's green earth you can't be a max player. Can't be on teams that are giving away Titans at 5,000 souls.
Yeah, right.
Good 4-star Titans. Then that free to play player can, in Tommy's opinion, be in Masters and Legends comfortably.
Thank you, Dixie.
But if you're not that free-to-play player, you've been playing 6 months, don't feel like you need to be in Masters of Legends. Be dominant and elite at level 22, going crazy with your what we would consider a trash 4-star Titan. Because I used to be you. It's fun.
We were all there at one point.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. This is not me degrading you. This is me telling you that it's a process.
Xenochrist.
If you're a free-to-play player, it's a long process.
Right.
Yes, it's a much longer process. And let me tell you, I went no less than 18 months free-to-play.
I've done 4 years now.
Yeah, I can't do 4 years. I would change games. But
God
bless
3
you.
weeks is free to play.
3 weeks.
And now that last event we just did, that Odin event, free to play players who are mid-level get on the right team, get some awesome relics. You get the free level 10 4-star Titan. Odin shouldn't be, but is trash. But he is great if you're a mid-level player. Especially if you get those 2 relics that came in that event. Max those. Go nuts. Dominate your league.
I think that's one of the things you're saying there, Attack Dog. We just need to take into account that this is addition to the general game. And this is going to have the biggest impact on those people who are at the top levels who need to have the strongest Titan and the best defending Titans. those are the ones that are going to be the most interested in prestige. People who just play for either fun or just hitting PP or doing events aren't necessarily hitting castles all day long, which is the majority of the game, won't be that bust. So if it is, yes, free-to-play people, which is probably quite a small number in that top Legends or Masters group that are hitting castles all the time, they will feel the pain of this.
Yes.
Whereas free-to-play players, it'll just be business as usual, but paying more.
You know, it was just a couple of weeks ago that my Osiris, nobody was messing with him. I had a 70+ million defense Osiris with resist everything relics and the Gen 2 5-star on him. And I just didn't get hit on my garrison. And the game has changed. And I got hit for a couple of days until I put Frigg on their max. And now nobody hits me because my Frigg is max. I don't really understand why 26 million is significantly better than 70+ million, but that's the way the game is designed.
Space King, question.
Well, it's the troop. It's the troop matrix.
Yes, I understand, but math should always make sense, and math doesn't make sense in this game sometimes.
No, it does not make sense at all in this game.
Yeah, and then you got people that do decipher as best they can, but obviously it is a guessing game in a lot of cases. Space King, can Solgar with Axes of War and the right relics breach Frigg? Anybody got an answer on that? Yes?
I got an answer. The answer is yes.
Yeah, Solgar or Arvan, actually, because they give more Stormy damage than any Titan in the game.
The answer is absolutely yes. If that makes you happy to hear that, I'm very happy for you. The answer is yes.
Shai says, 4 years free to play. You just got to play efficiently and pick your events wisely. There you go.
Yes. Another yes. It's all about, if you go, oh my gosh, this is such a good Titan, like this event. There are some abilities in this event. Now, here's the thing. Does somebody want to get in this event at 5K souls and do what they're going to do and get some quality stuff? Anybody that's your pathway, I don't understand how you get in there ever without relics. But eventually, good relics come in the mid-grade, and maybe you go up a little bit above 5K and get those. But there's a path for everybody. You just have to understand.
Yeah, free-to-play player, 2K each week. Pick up free token. Raid boss or Theatre of War comes along. Pick up some more tokens. Get enough tokens. Then complete an event.
Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. I just thought of something. Oh my gosh. I just thought of something. Relics of War. I've been saving them up like crazy for Titans that I need. And Relics of War are now going to be something that people are going to be like, oh, I don't give a crap. Let me get whatever 4-star Titan I can get.
Take the 30.
Right? Right? You're going to go for the cheapest one you can get with Relics of War because you're going to want to be able to get those to use them for Titan Prestige because they're going to be level, who cares? They're level 1 4-stars.
Even if I'm not too fussed about pushing really hard on Prestige, I still feel this is an exciting and good new thing for the game. Something to talk about, something that allows them to open up different avenues, more involvement, more discussion, just better overall.
Xenochrist, you're cracking me up like crazy.
It changes things, and again, what if we all understand that everybody doesn't belong in Legends, then this can be a positive. If we're of the belief that everybody deserves to be in Legends, when I was running events with us, do you have, just try to guess the number of level 12 to 15 players that were like, can I come be on your team this week? I'd be like, all right, well, I need finish plus 10, and you've got to be able to kill a level 25 PP land. Well, I'm only level 12, but can't you just be nice and leave a spot for me?
No,
wait 6 months and come back.
Yeah, everyone is topped up having to have the best Titans because that's where the media and everything's around. A new release, big Titan, everyone talks about it. As we all know,
Right.
you don't need the newest best 4-star or even a 4-star at all to have fun with the game.
No, you don't. No, you don't. And again, because if you do, he's going to be irrelevant so quick you're not going to realize what happened. You put all your resources into one basket, and then you're out of luck anyway.
Yep.
Yeah, RSJ says, is that Vintage pounding in the table in the background? And Vintage responds, no, it's Attack Dog cooking. Yes, exactly.
It is. I'm sorry. I'm almost done cooking this chicken.
Slightly
I put about 10 pounds of chicken on this grill, so it's, there's a lot here.
How many people are you feeding?
3.
Just yourself, Attack Dog?
Just yourself? 10 pounds of chicken?
3. Just me and my wife and my kid, but I put a lot on because, I'll make barbecue grilled chicken sandwiches tomorrow. I'm always a big leftovers guy. A lot of people are not leftovers guys. I'm a huge leftovers guy.
RSJ is asking what is Vintage's thoughts on the Prestige. Vintage already has a video out, as does Ron Gamer. So definitely check that out.
By
RSJ.
the way, how excited are we that Vintage has video back out?
I know it's what did you, Frantic? Are you serious? Are you serious, Frantic?
I gotta mess with. That was me. I gotta mess with.
Okay. I thought that was Frantic for a second. I bet you Vintage loved that though too. He was probably like, oh, what? Yeah.
That's my boy. Vintage is my boy. He knows that.
Yeah, Ancient X. Yuki was here a little bit ago, and he's going to be on top of the situation when all of the skills are available. It's going to be something that I'm sure.
No offense. Yuki is the last guy I'd want to be in this game with this change. I'm talking about who's this affect. It affects Yuki.
Right. Heavily.
He's got, unfortunately, hours and hours of data crunching to do.
Oh, Churro, you did join.
It out.
Like Ascending, yeah, it's kind of it's Ascending Titans coming back again, basically, but as something a little different called Prestige.
Well, this is all good that we're talking about it because I agree with Randy. It opens up new conversation, and new is always good for this game. But I can't wait for to actually come out so we can have a round table so I can vet and rant and yell.
We will listen. The 138 update when it is officially out in all aspects, which means not just Prestige, because Prestige is only one thing of 1.38. There are other aspects to the update that we will be discussing. So keep that in mind.
Well, when we find out it takes 31 level 1 4-stars to get to where we're wanting to go, we'll have something to talk about.
Yeah. Most definitely. So
it's gonna be a lot of 4-stars. There's no question about that.
So Ancient X says we do 4K Soul Mins. If you focus on certain Elemental Titan events, eventually you will get the relics when you decide to go for a specific events of the same element every time. So if you're patient, you will. Oh.
That's not a bad plan, but you better be guessing right on your element.
Right. Well, sometimes we get kind of clues based on either what kind of events happen during the week, like the raid boss is easy because they're already going to give us, event relics, and that's pretty easy to determine which element we're dealing with. But then also too, there's Theaters of War that also helps out. So some of these, midweek events can help kind of plan out exactly what you may or may not be wanting to invest in, because that's what it is. It's people changing up their kind of event radar, if you want to call it that. It's what you use.
Don't be putting all your money into ice right now.
so what is this? What is this, like an investments seminar? Don't put your money in ice. Nope.
That's right. Or fire. if we're gonna talk about it like that.
Out there wants to know how to play this game free to play and what to do and how to do it. Message for Eric.
Yeah.
That's FERANIC@NTG.
You know, and I almost want to say, don't focus on Horde right now.
Ancient X. That's a great question. Hold on a second. Attack Dog. Can you get the Titans back after investing them into Prestige, or are they gone like fusing?
They're gone.
I'm thinking. I think it's going to be they're completely gone. I mean, when you ask that question, I'm like, man, it would be awesome if you could still keep them.
They're not going to let you level up Prestige and then give you those Titans back.
No.
Now RSJ says airplane mode back again. Now that's the thing. I would hope that there's not some sort of crazy bug added to Prestige just because of it's a brand new aspect to the game. I
think about that and some of the other bugs and glitches and stuff. You know, everybody's like, "Oh, I won't get caught. They won't get." And then you get caught, and then you want to whine about it. Well, don't whine about it once you get caught and you get booted from the game.
Right. That's the thing. I would never risk my main account on any kind of bugs or glitches.
No. The hell. I was going to say something else, but it's your stream.
Yeah, I know.
I worked too hard and too long on my account.
Right?
To get it maxed at level 25 and the Titans and the relics and no. Just to do an airplane mode. No.
I saw I think it was Prometheo's live stream, one of his recent ones, LVRBC 23 TV popped in there. And
no, he did.
Yeah, he did. And he donated he already had donated a few times to Prometheo. And I saw that, and I just put in the chat, I put, hey, LVRBC 23. I was like, how's your like to dislike ratio?
So him and Prometheo becoming boys, huh?
No, well.
Messaging each other, doing tight builds together.
Yeah, so anyway, his response to that was something like, I get way more dislikes than likes because people don't like my my 5-star Titan videos.
Attack Dog, you gotta mute.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. I'm literally on my last thing. I won't make any more noise after this.
Yes, Chiro. Fusing a Titan is like deleting them. Just, they're gone.
Say bye-bye.
I don't think it's going to be like that.
Well, Jim, I also got server mute, so that also works.
Huh?
I also have the server mute option for people on Discord.
Oh, yeah, I forgot you. Yeah.
Yeah, I can deafen people if they get too crackly.
Okay, I'm going to ask because I don't know who this is. Who sent me a friend request called Night Batman?
Oh, he joined the live stream. He's sitting right here in the Discord right now.
He's in the Discord right now?
Yeah. What's going on? What's going on, Night Batman? I think he's from the stream. He asked to join. I don't know if his mic works or not, or if he wants to talk, but I think he's just listening right now.
Night Batman, yo, what's up?
Yeah, it's all right.
Better be a girl with that cute little kitten face, too.
I don't know.
Got that sound.
Oh, Monty Snake. Yeah, I am Night Batman. Yeah. It's Monty from the chat. He probably just wants to listen. And that's fine.
All right, Monty, I'll accept you.
Okay. If Prestige is locked behind RNG like old school unlock, that's going to be a huge waste. Yeah, I agree. It needs to be all straight up. You got the Titans, you use them, you get it. Everything. And I hope it's not. I truly hope it's like Vintage was saying, where it's 1 for maybe like the first 3, and then 2 for the next 4, and then 3 for the last 3. I'd like that. I'd rather.
What is he saying? He's asking if it's going to be like the old relic where you had a chance of forging it, but you could fail?
Yeah. That's like an RNG situation where you could fail.
There's no... look, as much as they screw us over anyway, there is no way that the community would accept putting a 4-star Titan into another max 4-star Titan to level up this prestige, and there be an RNG and it could fail.
Yes, Churro. Answer to your question, is it confirmed that all Titans have 6 skill? Yes. So that part of the Zalon predictions, I know I'll take at least a little bit of credit, but that part of what I was talking about, that every single Titan in the game now has or will have a prestige skill, and that prestige skill will be something that's relevant to right now, which means they did go back and have to actually modify. I'd like to see what Ulrich's prestige is, you know what I mean? Be like, summon Omega, Omega Ulrich's. It'll be sick. We'll see what happens.
Ulrich Omegas. That'd be awesome.
All right, I hate you, Attack Dog. I'm going to leave because I'm going to make me some scrambled eggs.
Right?
Well, don't worry about the scrambled eggs. The chicken's coming off the grill and it smells amazing.
Yeah, well, I'm going to get me some scrambled eggs and some ketchup. All right, guys, y'all have a good one. Frantic and Attack Dog, Zalon, everybody in stream. I will catch you all later.
Well, hey, wait, Jim. Jim, real quick.
What?
When do you think that maybe you and Val might stream again?
I have no idea.
But will you?
I have no idea, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm just being honest. I don't know.
Okay.
She's really busy. I'm really busy. It's summertime now, so I'm busier than I was before in the wintertime.
Mm-hmm.
She's got work and her kids and everything, so she's really busy. I just don't know if we'll have time.
Okay.
I'll get with Val and we'll find out. And we'll get a good day or something.
All right. Well, we'll see. We'll see what types of events are coming up in the future. Maybe you can pick out something that's going to be pretty popular that you might be able to do.
Yeah. I mean, that would be a good one. A good popular event.
Yeah.
We could stream.
That would be nice because it seems.
You guys have fun. I'm also got to go and feed my fam.
All right.
Well, does that mean we'll get mentioned in the Devs live stream?
You should be.
If you do enough videos.
If you do enough videos, that's true. That's true. I think so.
So what? I got to do videos now?
No, you don't have to. As long as you co-host. Listen, as long as you co-host with Val, they're just gonna put you on as a duo. We'll just put Val. It'll be like this. It'll be Val's channel, and then I'll say with co-host Jim. I didn't. Yeah. Val and the trucker. That'd be funny. Yeah, Val
the trucker.
Oh, Val. But it'd be interesting. I didn't hook D up. She thought that was me, but that was not me.
Come on. She has a live stream at 7 months.
No, there was no dev button this time. Sometimes.
All right, guys, I gotta go.
All right, Attack Dog. Thank you for joining.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump out of here too, but I'll get with Val. And we'll let you know, Zalon. We'll
all right, excellent, Jim. Excellent.
A good event or something.
All right, that'd be great because we know something's gonna come up here in the next few weeks, I'm sure. So we'll see what happens.
Yep. All right, you have a good one.
All right, see you, Jim.
Later.
Sweet. I am back pedal man. I can in front pedal man, but backward motion. You've been killing it, Xenochrist. I've been laughing in the background the entire time. Let's see. With ketchup. Old school Titans might finally get some love if they get the most OP prestige skills to compensate. That's what I was saying, Oblong. I was like, man, what if they make some of the best skills some of the oldest Titans? People will be like, my Grim Vlad is actually good now, Zalon. It'd be crazy. Which reminds me, Pisces Shark messaged me a few weeks ago and said that he was going to be stepping away from the game. So if anyone has wondered why Pisces Shark has not joined the Discord or joined the chat, he is on game hiatus until he comes back again, because he probably will. Thank you, Zalon. So it is safe to say Ulrich will be meta. Yeah, right? Ulrich will be meta. You know it, Churro. It's going to be awesome. Hashtag blame Godan if I'm wrong. Was the Odin one real or what? I guess so. What do you mean, Seth Roth? The one.
There's a screenshot.
Oh, yeah. Well,
I've got my cup of tea now, so I'm back.
You're back? All right. Thank you, Forenik. But yes, referring
screenshot the Odin kills for the 6th slot.
It's probably the case. Well, actually, on the blog post, who do we see? We got Osiris, Poseidon, Necrossa, Magmatar, Kronos, and Eros. Actually, Eros's prestige looks pretty sweet. Did you see that one, Frantic?
No, I haven't looked at I haven't seen the latest blog.
Well, Eros's prestige is 60% based human troop health. It seems that seems to be, it's either damage or health that seems to be the main base thing that at least all the Titans that they show here currently, is the main.
As long as it's not, I suppose a lot of them already have critical on quite a few things. Yeah. Armor's quite useful.
And then, and then Eros' second part of his prestige is on Omega Goliath summon. Eros has an 80% chance to summon Omega Archers. So
you get 5 more.
Yeah.
Archers.
Yup. Well, and looking at all these Titans, well, base human troop health is nice. What's it called? Looking at all these Titans. Well, actually, no, you're using Archers and Goliaths with him, so base human troop health. What? So that's going towards the Archers? That's a little weird, actually.
I'll have to bring it up and have a look.
All right, Prometheus says he's going to hop on Discord in a minute. Well, that's fine, Prometheus, because if you hop on, you can help me take the stream into the last little bit, and then we're going to actually be all heading over to you, because Prometheus said he was going to live stream after.
Prometheus going to do a stream.
Yeah, Prometheus was going to do a stream after me, so if everybody here, there's 45 people, if you have not actually checked out Prometheus' channel, he, of course, makes amazing content on... actually, I'm still bringing in... Am I still bringing in the wrong...
How are you finding that one, anyway? Because there was that period where it was pretty much just you doing any live streams. How happy are you now that it seems so diverged back at you?
I'm incredibly happy. And see, that's the thing. All I have to do is make sure that during the times when other people would like to step away, and sometimes they all step away at the same time, that I continue the stream and on a weekly basis, so that when they all decide to come back, which they have, then everything is great again, and then I can just be like, I don't have to make a lot of videos, live stream once, and then watch everybody else's, I mean, that's, in all honesty, what I truly want myself is to be able to enjoy other people's live streams. I love being in Godan's stream. Earlier tonight, I'm excited for Prometheus stream. So.
Because since this has come out, this game, there hasn't really been any other game that's come out that's been a notable step change away with the same sort of community. You've had some different types. Obviously, Second Galaxy and Raid Shadow Legends stand out. But nothing seems to have been the next step away from, next advanced step from Dawn of Titans.
No, and see, that's the thing. People say this all the time, because people were saying this today in some of the chats, saying that they're going to step away from Dawn of Titans, or they're going to quit the game, and this, that, and the other thing. And you know what? A couple other people have said, and I've said this years ago, and when I say that, well over 2 years ago, and I still say it till to this day, and that is, please tell me what game you're going to that is better than this. Please tell me which game you're going to that is better than this. Mobile, okay, not console, not PC, and and tell me that it's got a community that is at least equivalent to what we have going here, if not better. And if you can, and you let me know, and I check it out, and you're right, well then, you will be the first person to have completely changed my mind, because I have yet to find, and trust me, there has been downtimes in this game over the past 4 years that I've been playing. Well, 4 years in December, so 3.5 years, I guess it would be.
Yeah. Yeah, true. I've gone off and looked at other games and stuff.
I've gone off and looked at plenty of other games over these years. Plenty. But none of them, none, have come close to what Dawn of Titans has been able to accomplish, in my opinion, because of the games that I enjoy.
Yeah. If
what's up,
out
Arvan?
for a full-time wall or something, or, I don't know, maybe Second Galaxy was probably the closest. Raid was more individual.
It is.
Yeah. And a lot of them are just, if you go for builders, they're just going through the same sort of process.
Right?
You go through. But a lot of people do like the startup process of games.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then just get bored.
Plenty of people love to play games, in mobile games, free to play especially, for 2, 3, 4, maybe even 6 months, and then they trail off. Very popular thing to do in many mobile games. Ancient X, you says you guys should stream sometimes way earlier, like Zalon does for EU. Yeah, well, I mean, I will stream earlier sometimes on occasion, just if it works out with my schedule and if I'm able to. I'm actually going to be working tomorrow and working on Sunday this weekend, so yeah, that's that. So we'll see.
Yeah, my activity will probably go down a bit once I end up going back to the office for working instead of working from home. But we'll see. I'll probably continue doing a couple of days a week working from home just because the work-life balance is better.
Yeah. Gotta build more troops.
I know, it seems quite fun at the moment.
Well, you got to what's it called? Enjoy multiple conquests this last month and everything. Just because of your more availability, which is nice. So, waiting on Prometheo, because more or less in roughly like 8 minutes or so, I was planning on probably wrapping up here at 10 o'clock. I know that's only...
Does that mean that Dee said she was going to do a video, didn't she?
Yeah, she said she was going to do a video. But see, that's the thing, though. That's the cool thing is she said something that we haven't heard before, which is she wants to do a video. She wants to do something with her channel. See, to me, that's even if she doesn't want to do a stream right away, that's fine. But that's baby steps to being able to do more with her channel, to enjoy the community, and to also put out a lot of great player information. Because there's a lot of stuff that people have been saying in that chat today, like all sorts of different opinions and ideas that, of course, could easily help the development of this whole Prestige rollout.
As they say in the blog, anyway. Mm-hmm. What have they got in the blog for? Insights from long-time player of DOT and leader of NTG.
Right? Nobody else has leader next to their names, and she of course really liked that. I could tell.
No one else has long-time player.
Right?
All specialists.
Right? And and that's why Dee thinks it was me, because I provided that information or something like that. But no, that was the developer at Natural Motion just decided that was the best way to describe her.
I do like Prometheo's one, the Titan and Troop meta-analysis.
Right?
Hey guys, how you doing?
Prometheo.
Oh, great entrance, Prometheo. Great entrance. That was good.
You're a Titan and Troop meta expert.
Yes, has arrived. I'll pour myself another drink.
Yeah, I actually do really agree with you, Feranic. I like the fact that they called me out on being the one who points out where we are in the meta, and I made a real effort to follow that up with that the Panther meta video. That one was a lot of work, I gotta say, and I think I've got my work cut out for me with this Prestige stuff.
Oof.
There could be a lot.
Oh my gosh, it's LVRBC23 TV. All right, everybody, shh. Don't say anything. Let's not talk 5 stars.
Where's Ice these days?
Ice is taking a bit of a hiatus. For right now.
I was gonna say I haven't heard him for a bit.
Just from the live streams. Akuna Matata says Ancient. Nice. Rise of Kingdoms is super nice. Real RTS. Christian Woods, 5 Hazelon. Anyone know what is the schedule for next week? Christian Woods, you got it. You're going to get that schedule for next week right now, because all I'm going to do is just go back 1 week from the blog post that we're looking at right now. Thank you again for the donation. That's very nice.
Yeah, going back to what you were saying, Zalon, about different games, the thing about Dawn of Titans that always brings me back is that it is a real-time, engine where you need to be on top of telling the troops what to do during the fight. You got to set them up, but then you got to actually guide them if you want to get the maximum impact. And you got to drop your spells strategically. You got to drop your omegas. And they have kept on adding new elements to the game that make the real time critical and dynamic.
This is all very true.
The other thing about this game that you aren't going to find in other games, as far as I've seen, is the complexity. And in a lot of ways, it feels like they have just gone, in a lot of random directions all the time. But they do often bring it back together, like you see with a Titan like Tengu, where the whole meta kind of crystallizes around a Titan that's just really fun to play right at the time he's released. And it has to do with, the relics and the Titans and what you're going up against at that moment. And so there is real game design that goes into that.
Yeah, they have a roadmap. As they keep saying, we may never know which way they're going. And it goes off in all directions, as you say, but suddenly they cut through a hedge and they're back on the roadmap again.
Yeah, the frustrating thing is they just don't tell us. And that's the thing about Prestige that drives me the craziest. If they just told us 6 months ago, don't get rid of your 4-star Titans. They're going to become useful as we have a new system coming. That would have been awesome.
I know, and it's not like there's going to be any hype. There's got a lot of talking about it, but there's nothing we can do about it. So there's no benefit really in leaking bits of information as it comes around.
All right. Real quick. Here we go. Schedule for next week. After this event is over, we will have Construction Frenzy on Monday, which was one of Ice's favorite events. But Construction Frenzy on Monday, which actually I only have one more building to build, or to upgrade. I have just my Unak Grenadiers building to be upgraded to its max level. And that's it. I have no more buildings to upgrade. I will be...
Join the club.
Yeah, that's it. It'll be Dunsky. But they're not all finished, but that'll be the last one that I start. So there is one... I have 2 builders available right now. One of those 2 builders will never build a building ever again. All right, so here we go. After that construction... Well, along with that Construction Frenzy, I should say, Amplitude is starting on Monday as well. So we also have a solo relic event on Monday, which means you can grab some more event relic tokens because the Alliance War for Oni starts on Thursday. Now, obviously, if you're not a collector and or if they give Oni a reskill, which is possible and becomes really nice, then of course, you may or may not want to grab that Oni. And also then that'll be that for that week, the Oni event. The following Monday after that, we have Kingdom Rush and Altar of Everything starting on the same day. The crappy thing is the Altar of Everything runs for 3 days. That's the thing that I'm thinking to myself, like an Altar event that lasts 3 days and then you do an Alliance War. That's kind of crap. There's nothing going to be going on for those days. So there's going to be a big blank spot of just, you either want to play the game because you're in a war or you're just logging in just to do your dailies. That's kind of what the decisions will be for those few days. But anyway, and after that'll Altar of Everything is over. We have the Kami of Divine Wind. So it's going to be I think it's going to be a new God Titan, basically. Because being that we're doing reskill Vikings, possibly reskilled Oni, and then God Titan is what I'm thinking. And this Kami of Divine Wind will be a Ranger. Why? Because there's a Ranger Fusion event that is directly after that event.
And are you thinking of that as well?
What's up?
What type of god?
I'm thinking, I'm not going to be able to like Greek, or I'm not going to be able to guess that kind of stuff. But if it's a ranger, it could be who could we have as a ranger? What is that?
What happened to the Aztecs god? So we had any since Toltec?
No, not really. So maybe a ranger of an Aztec god?
Yeah, they seem to be loving lightning. They went back to Frigg, didn't they?
And I'm wondering if Huntress is coming out in any of these events.
Well, maybe that's Huntress. Maybe that's Huntress.
They didn't actually mention. They didn't mention Huntress the same way they mentioned Oni.
Maybe that's Huntress coming directly after Oni, and maybe it's basically for possible collectors or reskilling. Either way, it may be an easy pass event for most people.
It seems a bit close together, was my only thinking.
Promethea, when are you going to go live, is what Godan wants to know.
Is Godan threatening to go live again if I don't?
Is that what you think? I actually kind of thought the same thing of why he's asking.
I'm not gonna kick you off, Zalon, if you want to.
Well, no. I'm only gonna live stream for as long as necessary at this point, because I would like to probably just relax and watch somebody else's live stream.
Until you're ready, Promethea.
Yeah. So are you ready, Promethea? Because I got 6 stones left. Like, I've actually been grinding on all those free stones the entire time. I haven't had to refresh anything. I can do 2 more battles and then hand it over.
All right, give me just a couple minutes here. I'll get my gear set up.
Okay. Is Oni a summoner? I forget Oni's skills, to be honest with you, MD.
I didn't think he was a summoner. Can't remember. He looked cool, though. Yeah,
he did look cool. I would want him for collection, just because. But anyway, that's just
I think I just want him to look cool.
Yeah, because he looks cool. Phoretic, that's awesome. Anyway, Ablong, another good part is the event's timing doesn't require everybody to be on at one exact timing to participate, so everyone can still play no matter which side of the globe they're from. That's good. Unfortunately, the only thing which Ancient X, real quick, Ancient X. Unfortunately, the only thing which devs care about us is our pockets. Well, certain developers, yes. Other developers, they care about how things work in the game more than anything else. Again, they're not really, they're concerned about how we enjoy the game, I guess you can say, because they're concerned about how the game is played.
Well,
but yes,
pride in their work.
If you okay, Ancient X, just to put a little perspective in that, yes, you are absolutely correct. They do care about our pockets. They want money, yes. But if you worked for any gaming company and you worked in any of the different departments that are basically what your goal is to come out with a product that is going to be appealing to people and that they want to spend money on it, well then yes, they do care about our pockets. And unfortunately to say, that does mean that things that they do come out with in the game will require some sort of spending along the lines, which means it'll be offered if you want to. And yes, will you get a benefit for doing so? Yes. So the game can exist without certain aspects of the game involving some sort of pay, whether you choose to or not. So I've tried to I'm not some sort of like huge crazy business guru or anything, but I did go to school for business, and when it comes down to myself personally wanting to eventually own and operate a small business that I've been working on with one of my buddies, you have to. I mean, if they were only all about the players, if we were saying here in the chat that the developers were all about the players and not about making money, the game wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be here. All of us wouldn't be playing. The game wouldn't be around. That's the
game would have got out of beta mode.
Right? That's the sad part of it. You know what I mean? Actually, there has to be some aspect of that, or else it just wouldn't survive. So
yeah, you can think of the game as a franchise. You know, it's a franchise in the intellectual property sense. It's also a franchise in the sense of it's like a McDonald's. You know, it's something that has a tangible business model that the revenues can be predicted. You know, they have several years of data now, so that they are probably comparing, you know, day to day, you know, this day this year versus this day the last 3 years, and looking at you know, every event against similar events. They're looking at, you know, their predictions of player involvement versus the actual results, and generating key performance indicators on a rolling basis. And the developers have to report up the corporate chain and include this in, you know, official business projections and reports that are ultimately scrutinized by someone at Zynga, who has to report back to stockholders.
So, unfortunately to say, to be able to provide a game that includes all the awesome things that we do enjoy, remember, the parts of the game that keep us playing, that keep us interested, as well as the community, because we enjoy those certain parts of the game, that's why those are the things that we, of course, are all hooked on. But we, of course, there's many of us that are, you know, like, for instance, I don't tell people you should go in the temple and you should pull all this crap. You should do this. You should do that. No, I'm an advocate of saving. I'm an advocate of spending wisely. I'm an advocate of you know, if you're free to play, of choosing the event wisely, you know. So it just depends on exactly how you want to spend, or how you want to spend if it's either time or finances. So, of course, too, LVRBC 23 here. I'm gonna do it for you here. You say, give me some advice, bro, so people don't dislike my video anymore. All right, here you go. Here's my advice. You change your name, because you need to. You're basically asking, what do you do when your ship is sinking? Okay, well, you have to change your name. You have to come up with content that is not anything to do with hacking, because everything that everyone associates with your name and your channel is hacking. Okay? Ancient X, for instance, has created a channel that is based around battle videos, something that people like to watch, something that people want to enjoy. Yes, you do make some battle videos, but you've also made a bunch of hacking videos. And even mentioning that you admit to hacking is even worse. People don't like that, you know? So it's, yeah, I would just heavily suggest completely redoing everything, becoming a real player, stop hacking, because it's completely pointless. You're going to get your account completely blocked, and maybe people will enjoy. So, yeah, that's my recommendation. Now, if that is too much, then you'll just continue down the exact same path that you've been going down. There you go. No. Can't. Oh, and to change your name on YouTube, it's not that hard, actually. You can change your name fairly easily. It is just you can't change it too many times, though, because then, of course, they're gonna have a problem.
So, Zalon, one thing I was wondering, is this update a big enough update for the game to now appear on, like, the front of Google Play and stuff?
I would hope so, because the game really needs a nice marketing push, hard.
Yeah.
I mean, like, for instance, I click on a Godan video, you know, it's Raid Shadow Legends. You know what I mean? It's like, all right, we know they spend a crap ton of money on marketing, like hardcore. And believe it or not, it actually works. Not because, I mean, I played the game just back in the day when it first came out, because I just wanted to see what everybody was talking about.
Played the game. I still got it installed, but I haven't looked at it for at least a month.
But besides from that, you know, you just when you have sorry. When you have marketing that is extremely well done when it comes down to just, if you're somebody who's watching mobile game videos, then, mobile game ads should be coming up. So, I mean, if Dawn of Titans would just, I don't know if it's just their marketing budget just isn't large enough that they can afford ads on like mainstream stuff. Like, is it really that expensive? I don't know. I don't know if that's the case, or what restricts them from being able to just take, and I've said this before, DOT community, I've said it so many times. Please take your Titan videos that you pay that other company to create, the ones for the gods. I don't care if it's Artemis. I don't care if it's Thor. I don't care if it's any of the Titans that may not be relevant in the game anymore. Who cares? Some of the ads that you see for mobile games out there aren't even what the real game is. All right? So, and...
Oh, very much so.
You know what I mean? But if you just take some of those God videos that one company made for you, Natural Motion, please, just use them. Because they're great, well-made videos that you could just have as ads that run on anything. Because there's so many mobile games that offer ads inside of them that you should be marketing inside of other mobile games, because that's incredibly good, and it actually works like crazy, believe it or not, to get people to join your, even if there's somebody that joins the game for 2 or 3 months and may only spend or not spend, you don't know, but it definitely there's a major turnaround on putting your ads through another game. But there's a major turnaround if you just advertise on through Google, through YouTube, so that people watching mobile games will see Dawn of Titans. That's all I care about. People that watch any kind of mobile game content should see Dawn of Titans. It should not always be Raid Shadow Legends. Make that happen.
Didn't we already agree, though, that the marketing department was a cupboard with a skeleton strapped to a chair?
Yes. yes, that is true, because I mentioned that if I ever got the opportunity to go to the Natural Motion, that I would go directly to the marketing and be like, I just would want to find it, like where that department is and who that person is, and would it be an empty chair,
Yeah, it probably is the biggest frustration with the game, on a par with the whole lack of war stuff, is the lack of marketing, and it's been there since just after global launch. We've had it for years.
Absolutely, and the biggest irony is like you were saying, Zalon, it's a visually stunning game. It's a company that made its way in the industry by innovating in terms of the art creation, and they've lived up to that with the quality of the art that we get in the game. It's built up, years worth of continual releases of new Titan designs, and we have really interesting graphics for all of the relics that are in our relic library, and there could certainly be a lot more done in terms of leveraging all of those concepts. I think I've mentioned it on your streams before, Zalon, that Wardon and I thought about doing a comic book just because there's so much great art that all you'd have to do is point a comic book artist at the game and say, look, there it is. It's all right there for you to use. Just look at it. Here's the storyboards. Let's go.
Here's some general lore around the basis of everything.
Yeah, I mean, and if they had any interest at all in developing the lore and leveraging all the art that's been done, then you could start off with something like that, turn it into stories about each Titan, about each cycle in the meta, and you could expand this into a real IP franchise where you're using everything that's out there for free, and you also have some interesting stuff like Mossmane, Unok, Elithen that you could turn into fully fleshed out races that have characters and backstories.
Yeah, so much you could do with it. Because there's so many Titans now. I know Raid's got lots and lots of champions in it, but there's probably just as much Titans if you look at the 1 stars, 2 stars, or at least close. in Dawn of Titans. And the graphics are obviously better.
Yeah, and there's also tons of other experiences you could create in, the 3D engine universe where, who wouldn't want to be on the back of a panther charging into battle, or, stomping around like a giant Ragnar and smashing things with a bat. Those are just, they're in the game. So why can't we do that? It's video games. Anything is possible.
Right.
Yeah. That would be a fun virtual reality thing in a few years.
Yeah, was there marketing since 2015, 2016? I don't think so, right, Ancient X? I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, I've only seen the game pop up in new and updated on Android Marketplace only about 3 times, maybe 4, over the last 3.5 years I've been playing. Chris Slam, hi Zalan, hello from Malaysia. Hope you're doing great there. Oni is a summoner, thank you. 2 of each spear, militia, and archer. By the way, Oni never being offered at event before. Correct? Yes, you're right, Chris. Never in an event. So just as yeah. So much. Godan. Here, I'm sorry, Godan. You should be a moderator on my channel. I'm a moderator on your channel, Godan. So I find that to be. I'm like one of the only moderators on your channel, Godan, so it's all right. I don't mind, but you should be a moderator on mine. Because you would have shut LVRBC23 down already. I already timed him out for a second time. So, because he was asking me about what other games should I make videos on. It's like, wait, what other videos should you hack, and what other games should you go to? I'm like, I'm not gonna send a hacker to some other game. I don't want you to bother someone else. Jesus. Get out of here, man.
I quite like Necrossa. It's prestige.
Oh, yeah, I was reading that off earlier, actually.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that one's pretty insane. The way that the shield spells drop is going to have a big impact on what that actually does.
Max of 9. That's when they drop below 50.
Yeah, but a max of 9 shields doesn't necessarily mean that there's only 9 panthers getting hit by it.
Yes, I think it depends on where they drop. I think they'll only drop it on a unit once. So as soon as that unit goes below 50, it'll automatically trigger it. And that'll be it. So if you have units that don't go below 50, it'll never trigger.
Yeah.
The problem you're going to run into fighting Necrossa with that prestige skill is the shields are going to stretch out the battle long enough that her increasing armor is going to mean you're almost never going to be able to break her armor anymore.
You saved your DGs, didn't you, for Necrossa's Zalan?
Well, I was trying to. I'm almost at 3. Listen. I'm gonna hit 3,000. Actually, I'll hit 3,000 right now because look at my progress for the event. I'm at 5,460 souls. It's nice because I did use all my event relics that I had saved from the boss raid. So now I'm up. Oh, nice. Yeah, let's get that epic token. Let's see if I can get to 8K this event. I don't know. We'll see what happens. If I can get to 8K, I think I'll be pretty happy. But yeah, for DGs though, look at this. Oh, that's Gargan. Over 3,000s. I'm actually my game plan right now is to get a Norse relic. I was hoping to get a Norse 5-star with my DGs, so I'm trying to go to 5K right now. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I think I'm going for Norse now. I think I've done enough of the 2K pulls.
Yeah,
I'll be fine.
I'm gonna do a Norse. I'm gonna do a Norse relic, and we'll see how that goes. And pending on how it goes, I'm gonna try for an Earthshaker after that. I'm gonna go 5K, then 2K, then back up to 7 again. I don't know. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm thinking I'm gonna go 7, 5, then maybe 2. Pending on if I get an Earthshaker. If I get an Earthshaker, then I'll probably be done with the 2Ks forever. What's up, Chris? Thank you for joining.
One thing I've not noticed before that you guys will probably notice, when the Invoker skills are cast, so like when Frigg summons and automatically casts the lightning, it doesn't show the where the lightning is going to take place, does it? It just automatically happens. It doesn't have that delay.
Mm-hmm.
That's correct, isn't it?
Yes.
I'm just looking at some of the skills. I'm wondering if they'll be the same, like the Magmatar's one has to cast Fireball on 3 enemies. Will that just mean instantly fireballs will drop?
Let me see what it says. Hold on. I was also reading chat at the same time. Seth Roth, you didn't miss anything too crazy. A little bit of argument. Nothing too wild, nothing too crazy.
Lively discussion.
A bit lively. Some good stuff though. Definitely good stuff, Seth Roth.
Well, I tell you what, Zalon, I think that my stream is going to be tomorrow at this point because it's still kind of dinner time here on the West Coast. I gotta do a little bit more before I can go live. But
really?
We're gonna have a good discussion on this prestige stuff. I'm actually gonna put some more thought into it, and I gotta admit, I was pretty angry when I started thinking about this. Got my rage up, but I'm trying to follow Vintage's advice and not let the insanity sweep over me, and be realistic and
listen to Go Dan, be balanced,
Yeah, be balanced. There you go. And the one thing that does just jump out at me here is that we're going back into another cycle of the game, having a lot of power on the offense side.
But
and
there's a lot of road in front of us. Defense. There's a lot of road in front of everyone now. It's not so much, oh hey, I'm at the last truck stop. Just been hanging out here for a long time. There's a lot of road in front of us now. There's a lot of opportunity for people to say, oh, hey, look, I'm at Prestige 1, I'm at Prestige 2, I'm working on this, I'm working on that. There's a lot more.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, the ceiling is going up.
Oh, now Godan's going to pick up Grub, too. So nobody's going to stream. 4-star Runic
Churro
tattoo.
is saying that they can wait for a late stream. So if Churro, if you want me to go a little bit later, then maybe in a couple hours I can make it happen.
Yeah.
Prometheus, it's only 2:30 in the afternoon here.
Ah, there you go. All right, so I'll get you around your early evening.
Yeah. See.
Yeah.
So I'll wake up tomorrow morning and go, I missed another Prometheus live stream. It's
well, maybe I'll do it again tomorrow.
No. It's okay because tomorrow you never know. There's also going to be plenty of other people that may stream or make videos like D. We'll see what happens. I'm probably not going to stream tomorrow.
But I will duck out now, do some family time,
right.
And then I'll be back to the Prometheus stream later.
There you go.
Okay, I'll try not to disappoint you on that one.
All right, there you go.
All right, catch you guys later. See ya.
Great.
Captain Howdy got an Earthshaker from the 1000 DG pool 2 weeks ago. That's very nice. Very nice. Thank you,
That's
Chris.
That's pretty good.
Yes, that is pretty good. Oh, man. All right.
My thoughts on Earthshaker, I would give you one if I could.
I know you
I'd
would.
straight up just hand it over.
I know you would. So, here we are. Ooh, rank 104. It's just because we don't want to go over the top. Everyone wants to chill at 4K gems, I guess. I don't know. We'll see. But,
yeah, I've got a ton of portal stones to go through from the raid boss this week, so there's plenty of Prometheus for everybody. Don't worry, I'll just
there's so many portal
I'll get you
stones.
in on my grind.
You want to see how many portal stones I still got left? Oh, gosh, gotta see.
I think I had 300 waiting for me.
Yeah, right. And I even have a bunch of portal stone relics. Okay, here we go. 50. There's 1, 2. That's 250 right there. Plus another 50 is 3. Plus another 75. So 375 is what I have right now. And it will be 475 soon when I get a little bit higher in the rank rewards. It's insane.
Yeah, and that is one thing that they get right is that the portal stone rewards just keep you going, and it gives you reason to play the game, and just grind as much as you can.
Exactly. So, cheers, everyone. Thank you for how many souls as an alliance was? Wait, what? Go down. Your question is all garbled up. Are you?
Our alliance target right now is 5K.
Oh, okay. For Wait, for what? What are we shooting for in Hammer?
I think we're going for top 100. I don't know that we're going to need 5K, but I think that was what was originally asked.
All right. Well, I'm going to probably try to go to 8K. So I can get that 100 Portal Stones, the 4-star Titan Soul, 1,000 gems, and then the Epic Token. That'd be nice. 10K wouldn't be bad to get another token too, but we'll see what happens. See what happens, because like I said, I have work tomorrow and most likely on Sunday too. Yeah, just under 200K. Yeah, top 100 cycles round too much. Heaps of people going for it. Yeah, right. We'll see what happens though. Time will tell.
Only time will tell.
Always. All right. Remember, be balanced. Have fun. Take care. And clickbait. that's I'll always say that though. Go Dan. They're the best.
There you go.
Oh, what's up, Carrie? Good to see you.
You know, one final thought here, Zalan. As I look at the schedule, I was thinking about it. We had Tengu, we're getting Oni, and then we have this Kami of the Divine Wind. If that Kami of the Divine Wind is another new Titan, then that's sort of like a mini Japanese meta right there.
Yeah. Or it could be Huntress.
It could just be Huntress. Hopefully we're getting something new there.
That's right. All right, DOT community. I hope you get what you want out of this event. As always, achieve your goals and be realistic with your goals. And definitely go and watch Vintage's recent video. Go watch Godan's live stream that happened before my live stream, if you didn't already. Check out Prometheo's live stream if he's going to be streaming later or not, or whatever he decides on doing. And I'm hoping the D makes a video too. So, and of course, as always, there's plenty of other people as well. If you didn't check out the most recent blog post, you need to check it out so you can also see the other DOT YouTubers, which Ancient X isn't on that list, unfortunately, but he should be, because I believe that he is a avid battle video contributor. So, but Vintage, D, Ron Gamer, myself, Godan, Gayson86, Prometheo, Aventador, JJ, this Posan, and Solja, and Ancient X, and one Winged Angel Setharoth. He should be on that. He should be on that list too. I know he's going to be creating some content here. He always has some great opinions, and also I'd like to see some more content as well. As always, I'm always the biggest advocate of more DOT content, whether it's for people in the mid castle or just over 20. 21, 22, or max players, whatever your content that you can put out will be helpful for the people that are in the same boat as you, or will be eventually in the same boat as you. So, for instance, when I created content coming up in the game, sometimes it was about certain aspects like, Titan Fusion, or just different things that I knew that I was dealing with at that time, and that many other people that are going to follow me, follow the path up the mountain of the game, essentially, that if I leave some of these signs along the way, videos more or less, that you'll be able to watch them, see how it is, and do your best to either maybe not make the same mistakes I did, or maybe do something similar, because it's probably the best way to go about it at that point, because you want to make sure that you're getting everything you can out of the game, especially when you invest all this time and or finances into the game. You want to make sure.
Yeah, I totally support.
But what's up? What's up, Prometheo? Sorry, you were saying something?
Ranged immunity against the.
Oh man, you cut out. Crap, Prometheo, you cut out. All of a sudden, came back and you're already in mid conversation. Now, what were you saying?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can, of course, hear you now.
Okay, good. Sorry, I don't know why it cuts out every once in a while. So the my start on YouTube was doing videos with my Calcor that had ranged immunity. That was back when Odin had just come out, and so we had Gungnir, and you could stack that to get to 100% ranged immunity, and it was very interesting. I was still like castle like 1920, and I could take out max level castles because I was taking no damage from their archers, and that was the archer meta. And then I started doing, like you said, some stuff on Titan Fusion, and that's when I started crossing over to getting into the numbers and breaking down what you could really do with Titans. And it took a while for me to really evolve that into a comprehensive picture of the meta and optimize builds. It's difficult to get all the information in your head, and I built out the whole database. But yeah, it takes time. So anyone out there who wants to start putting up battle videos, just go for it.
Exactly. There you go. Because you don't know. Because all the battle videos that say maybe Aventador puts out, or Gason puts out, or Godan puts out, whether it's a new Titan or he's putting out a battle video that somebody else might have provided to him, any of that kind of stuff. You might look at it because you may be say you're a castle level 17, and you're like, well, this Titan or the Titan on attack or the Titan on defense, nobody around my castle either has that Titan, or I don't have that Titan, or it just doesn't. You don't associate it with that much because you either the events passed and you didn't get that Titan, or who knows what. But at the same time, some other ones that are out there that may be like these, like this Arvan or the Solgar, that some of the more seasoned players might be skipping over, whereas some newer players coming up are like, oh man, I need a good Lightning Titan, or in certain situations, and that's why battle videos will be great for all different levels. So.
Well, and like you were saying, you can't go backwards in levels. Yeah. So players who are in the 20s, working their way up, if you're like Castle 20 and you can beat a 25, post that video. That's interesting.
Mm-hmm. So. All right. Well, DOT community, yes, Seth Roth, I'll check my PM on band. And thank you, Churro. Keep it real, be safe, and raid more. Oh, Godan, what? What, are you stealing Vintage's stuff? Come on, Godan. You're better than that. All right. You're the best, Godan. Thank you for everything tonight. And also, DOT community, everybody in the chat, 45 people watching. Smash the like button on the way out, if you would. I appreciate it. It's like ringing the bell at Long John Silver's if you like the meal, that kind of thing. And if you're from around the world and you haven't seen like a fast food place that has the bell inside, where like right next to the door on the way out, just ring that bell. Let me know that they've done a good job. I know there's plenty of people rewatching that are like, oh, you know what, Zolan, I didn't do that yet. Well, there's your opportunity. You're a hardcore watcher. Watch to the end. Hey, help me out. Good vibes. Thanks for streaming, Zolan. Yeah, no problem, Ancient X. I do this for my own personal entertainment because I like to be involved in the game as much as possible, as well as to entertain all of you. So I hope you all had a great time, and I hope that we talked about stuff that you were interested in, and hopefully the roundtable for the new update will be soon. Hopefully next week is what I'm thinking. That's my prediction as of right now. And Prometheo, we will be waiting with bated breath for your live stream, and I'll probably be maybe I'll re-listen tomorrow at work. All the awesomeness.
Good stuff.
All right, cool.
I'll try and go tonight. We'll see.
All right, we'll see what happens. All right, DOT community, I will talk to you all again very,